Great. So good morning and good evening and good whatever part time of the day it is. Um, let's start by find a comfortable seated position that you can maintain. Well, we'll be moving around a little bit, but primarily stay seated. So finding a way that you can sit where your spine is lifted and you're going to be comfortable. If you're on the floor, you might want to sit with a cushion under your butt. Sitting in a chair is fine as well. And feel free to adjust that, switch the cross of the legs throughout the course of the hour as needed so that you're really good and comfortable, because we're going to be focusing on the 3 breathing diaphragms. And a lot of people know about the middle diaphragm, which connects just into the lower ribs and rises and falls with the breath. But we also have a diaphragm here that impacts on breath and connects to the top ribs and the throat. And we have a diaphragm made by the pelvic bowl as well. And all 3 in coordination are part of what creates a really strong deep breath. So today we're going to start by accessing the 3 diaphragms and finding gentle stretches and movements to really feel them and notice if they're tight or able to move and flow. And after we've really opened them up and had a full deep breath, then we're going to work with some pranayama, with some breathing exercises to strengthen the whole breathing apparatus in the lungs and the respiratory system. I can't really tell. I think it's better if you've got questions to wait till the end for the most part. Unless there's something important coming up and you're not sure what I'm talking about, then feel free to raise your hand and I'll do my best to see you. You're all quite small on my screen, so if I miss you, I apologize. Breath is so important. It's the vitality that allows us to really thrive in life and to bring in that juice that we need. And a lot of us are functioning on half a breath or a quarter of a breath of our full potential. So let's see if we can make that a little bit more this morning. Let's just start by letting your eyes close. And just start to notice your natural breath. Without doing anything, notice, does the breath feel good? Feel big? Does it feel shallow? Is there anywhere you notice that you already tighten, restrict, or it doesn't feel safe to breathe into? Starting to check in and listen to the body. Some general waking up the body exercises. We'll take a deep breath in, reach the arms up above the head, gently arching back. And as you exhale, lean forward, and you can walk the hands out in front, drop the head down, relaxing the neck. And again, inhale, rolling up, reach the arms up, arching back. And exhale, forward, walk the hands out in front, drop the head down. Inhale up to sitting and let one arm slide out to the side. The other arm comes up and over, stretching through your side body. And the other side, letting the arm slide out. The other arm comes up and over, stretching the whole side body. And up. Now we're going to focus down on the lower diaphragm. So that's made up of the pelvic bowl. And the pelvic bowl needs to be able to, as you inhale, extend down. This allows all of the pelvic organs to gently drop down and allow a deeper breath to come down into the belly. So to access it, we're going to start by rocking. We're going to inhale, lean forward, and feel the pelvic bowl relax, release. Rock back and gently squeeze the muscles of the pelvic bowl in. Squeeze your abdomen in towards your spine. Inhale, relax the belly, make a big balloon of a belly. Relaxing forward. Exhale, squeeze the belly in towards your spine. Squeeze those pelvic floor muscles in. Inhale, forward. Now we're going to practice it till you really feel you're in your body. So let your eyes close again. And inhale, rocking forward, relaxing all of the lower pelvis, relaxing the belly. Big balloon of a belly as you stretch forward. Exhale as you gently draw those muscles in, squeezing gently. Feel the breath release. Inhale, rocking forward. If you want to visualize the bowl of the pelvis as this active part of your breathing, expanding as you inhale down towards the ground, lifting up as you exhale, squeezing the abdominal organs, pushing the breath out. Breathing right down to the base. Stay with that rocking motion. Noticing, feeling into your body, noticing if there's anywhere that feels tight, a little scary, uncomfortable, and just be with that. We don't need to force anything. If you notice and allow the tension to exist, it has a way of resolving on its own. It's kind of magic. And then coming back up to sitting. Everyone get a sense they could start to feel into their lower diaphragm. I can't see anyone's reactions. Yes, yes, good. Okay. That's great. So we'll keep that awareness. We'll come back to it. We're going to move up to the central diaphragm now. The central diaphragm also expands down as you breathe in and lifts up as you breathe out and pushes the air out of the lungs. The central diaphragm is the one that's most associated with the lungs. So as we breathe in, let the belly really expand, let the lower ribs expand. As you breathe out, just let it naturally drop in. So there's a little forward movement and an expansion through the lower ribs. See if you can feel the lower ribs expanding out. And releasing down. Complete relaxation of the abdomen, of the belly as you breathe in. Completely relaxing the belly to breathe in. And as you breathe out, that diaphragm lifts up naturally. So when people are really anxious or nervous a lot of the time, or trying to hold their belly in to look skinny all the time, there's a tendency for that diaphragm never to release fully, to always be stuck. And then we're only breathing up here. So allowing the belly to fully relax is so important. And sometimes brand new for people. If you tend to feel a lot of tension in your shoulders and neck a lot of the time, chances are fairly high that you're not allowing the breath to drop down low enough in the body that you're trying to breathe up here. Start to feel that starting to open as you lift the lower ribs. Now let's bring our attention down to the back, the lower ribs in the back. Let's let them expand. Subtle. See if you can bring your attention back. Lifting the back ribs, dropping the belly. Does everyone feel like they're getting a sense of awareness of their central diaphragm? Yeah? Great. We'll come back to it. We're going to move up to the top diaphragm and the throat. So this one connects into the top ribs, and it's the only diaphragm that moves the other way. So as you inhale, it expands up towards the throat, and as you exhale, it releases down, expanding as the lungs expand. And if you hold a lot of tension here, it's a little more difficult to use it. So let's relax the shoulders. In fact, let's bring the shoulders up to the ears, feel them be really tight, and let them slide them down the back. And again, shoulders up to the ears, and slide them down your back. And we'll rotate the head, small circles, opening up some space in the neck and the throat. And circles in the other direction. Nice to see we've got the U.S. East Coast represented. Hi, Kathy. Stretching the neck. And back to neutral position. So now as we breathe, we're going to bring our attention to this diaphragm here. I find it a little more tricky to sense usually, but I can feel when it's stuck by a feeling of tension through here, and I can feel when it's open by this ease and looseness. So again, let your eyes close so your awareness can really go inward. And as you breathe in, feel this expansion, even imagine it to start with, before you can feel it, of the diaphragm lifting and opening up into the throat, the lungs expanding. And it gently falls back down into place as you exhale. Inhale, let it expand up. And exhale, feel it fall back down. It's a more subtle movement than the other two, but it's really important too. A few more breaths. And does everyone feel like they get a sense of where that diaphragm is and what it feels like? And if not, then this is a good place to work with in your own practice as you continue, because it may be somewhere that's a little harder for you to access. So when we take a full deep breath, we want all three of those diaphragms and all of those regions of the body to be able to fully open and expand to that breath, and then fully contract to release the breath completely. It's a lot. And I don't know very many people who breathe like that. I think a lot of us are, or some form of holding a lot of restriction that restricts the breath. So we're going to do a few more stretches and movements now to start to open up the sides of the ribs, the hips, before we go into our full breath. So let's slide that one hand to the side and reach that other arm up and over. This sit bone on this side of that hip, push it down, so we're extending all the way from that length of the body. And see if you can breathe into those side ribs, expanding the space between each rib. And as you exhale, just gently let that relax. Keep the arm extended. We're going to breathe in again, expand, finding space between each rib. And exhale, let that relax. And again, a deep breath, expanding between the ribs, creating space in the tissue that holds the ribs together, allowing there to be more room for the breath. And exhale, we can bring that arm down. Feel a difference between one side and the other? Does this side feel a lot taller than the other side? Let's go over to the other side. Deep breath in, expand over to the side. And it's good to notice if one side is more restricted than the other. Breathe in, expanding through the space between the ribs. And exhale, let that relax. Inhale, extend, expand, space between the ribs. And relax. And once more, expanding, stretching the connective tissue. And exhaling. Release the arms back down. Hopefully you're balanced now. Both sides are long. And now we're going to make circles. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you rock back. Go all the way back, curving the back at the back of the circle. All the way forward. Inhaling, exhaling back. Getting more space with the hips. Movement through the pelvis. And back in the other direction. Just like some yummy stretches of the muscles that support the lower spine. And back to neutral. And I can't see how everyone's sitting. Are we mostly on the floor, on chairs, on... Not sure. I'm going to assume that we're mostly on the floor right now. So if you're comfortable stretching the legs out, you can. If you're in a chair, bring the knees wide so we're stretching into the hips. And just gently leaning forward so the belly can relax down and you can feel that openness through the lower pelvis. Relax the belly completely. Not often we get permission to completely relax the belly and let it be as big a balloon as you can. Really letting that fill with air, letting the organs drop down. As if you're giving a gift to the ground, to the earth. And the gift comes from your belly. So you have to really offer that energy of your belly down. And then inhale as you rock back up. Let's bring the feet together. And if you're in a chair, keep the knees wide. We're just going to gently lift the spine. And then we're going to draw the abdomen in towards the spine and feel that rounded lower back. So feel we're making this big bowl of the pelvis. Let your whole spine curve and your head drop forward. Feeling that space that we're going to be able to fill with the full breath later. And then inhaling back up. Find your comfortable sitting position again. And moving up to really open the chest and the throat. If you're seated, bring the hands behind you. If you're in a chair, you can reach back for the chair behind you. Bring the arms as far back as feel good. And then as we inhale, we're going to really lift, expand the whole front body. So the ribs and the sternum, the chest, throat. Expand, extend, and then hold it for a few breaths, breathing deeply into that space, that expansion. And go just to where it feels a little uncomfortable, not uncomfortable or painful, but just on the edge. So you're out of your comfort zone, but only just. Feel some nice stretches. We're not overdoing it. We're not challenging the body too much. And exhale, releasing forward. Let your head drop forward just to counterbalance. Let the neck stretch the other way. And inhale, we're gonna go back into that stretch one more time. And this time, forget about the mechanics of it and really notice what you feel. And if there's any areas of holding or tension or what the body's telling you. So bringing the hands behind, let the eyes close, deep breath in. What are you feeling? What are the sensations telling you? And exhaling, dropping the head forward. Let the arms come in front and the shoulders drop forward. And then any movements you want to make to, as you're getting more into your body, to stretch and enjoy. My body is really craving some twisting, gentle twisting. And we're going to move into our full yogic breath. When I started doing this breath work, I found it really boring at first. I didn't want to do breath work. I just wanted to like work out, move my body, and get super amazing muscles. And it was around 15, 20 years ago. And now I'm all about it. And what changed for me is starting to feel the breath as food. And I started to I had an amazing class once where I could feel the prana, the energy in the breath, and it wasn't just going through the mechanics. I was really taking it in, and it was like better than ice cream, you know. It was this luscious, and that's what got me excited, and realizing how that breath ice cream just powers my whole being in a whole new way. So I hope that you get to feel some of that too. So let's find your position that's comfortable to sit in. Let your shoulders relax, your hands rest on your knees, or they can rest in your lap. And we're going to work with all three of those breathing diaphragms to really open up the space. So we're going to start by gently rocking forward, relaxing the lower pelvis and the belly. Then we're going to open the front ribs and the throat, the neck. We're going to let the shoulders drop back and down as the throat lifts. Then as we exhale, we're going to draw the abdomen in. We're going to arch back and let the head fall. Inhale, relaxing the pelvis, the belly expands, the ribs, chest open, shoulders are down and back. The throat is gently extended. And exhale, drawing the abdomen in, shoulders drop, chest gets to relax, head falls forward. Inhale, lower diaphragm, belly relaxes. Bring the breath all the way down. Central diaphragm, ribs open, chest lifts, shoulders relax, throat opens. Exhale, squeezing the belly in, squeezing the pelvic floor up. Let the mid ribs release. Let the shoulders stay relaxed and the head drop forward. Inhale, deep breath, rocking forward, down to the base of the pelvis. Open the mid-body, open the throat, the chest. Exhale, rocking back. Inhale, full front body open. Filling breath from the base, up the throat to the crown. Exhale, full release of that breath. Starting to feel the breath roll through you like a connected wave. Inhaling, feel that wave come through your body. Exhale, feel it release and retreat. Inhale, rocking forward. That wave enters you. expands into the space. And exhale, rocking back. Starting to find your own rhythm and the pace that works for your body. Maybe it's a little longer, a little slower. Maybe you've got a lot of room to fill with breath this morning. Maybe that wave is getting thicker as you're drawing in more prana with your breath. Maybe it's a little faster. Maybe your body is wanting to draw in a different pace. Follow that. Follow the instinct. And stay present with it. Stay present with the abdomen relaxing as you open to the breath. Shoulders relaxing back and the throat opening. All the movements connecting as you fill your body with a deep, full yogic breath. And the movements can become more subtle now as you understand, your body understands them. The relaxing, the opening, the expanding, the contracting, the releasing. Focusing more on the movement of the breath now. Starting to feel the sensation of the breath filling your body. What's the quality of it? How does your awareness of yourself change as you fill with breath? And slowly coming back to neutral. When I drop into this exercise, I could go for half an hour just really feeling that full breath and feeling how it energizes me. And energize isn't quite the right word. It's more of a nourishment that I feel. So feel free in your own practice to stay with that just full deep breath for as long as it feels good. It's a really wonderful, gentle, simple way to start the day in a really good way. I'm like, I don't feel like a whole yoga practice. I'm just going to breathe. We're going to move on to practicing Kapalabhati. Has anyone here learned Kapalabhati before? It's also sometimes called breath of fire, different names for it. Okay, so one, and I know Kathy has, but I can't see her thumbs because I used to practice this in West Virginia many years ago. So for Kapalabhati, what we're doing is we're strengthening, especially the central diaphragm, we're strengthening the lungs and clearing out the breathing apparatus, strengthening them and learning to encouraging the body to take in a deep breath and expel it rapidly. And so we're kind of like hypercharging the system. So this one is energizing. And what we do is it's short, sharp exhalation. So the focus is on the exhalation. And then as you relax, the breath just draws back in. So kind of like pumping bellows. with bellows, you just focus on closing them, pushing the breath out, the air out. And then as you open it, that accordion opening, air is sucked back in. And it's the same with our own lungs. So we just focus on the exhalation and relaxing in between. Breath is filled back into our lungs. It's very cleansing. If you have been in an area of pollution or you breathed in smoke and your lungs aren't feeling good, this one is great for clearing it out. The action is from the belly. So it's not the chest trying to do anything. It's the belly drawing in, squeezing into the lower spine. So it's also strengthening for the abdominal muscles. So let's try it. Let's just give it a go. Try those exhalations. You can even, let's put your hand on your belly so you make sure you're in the right place. Expand, big breath, and then exhale, short, sharp exhalation. So usually I can see everyone's belly and I can tell if you're accessing the right muscles. I can't see right now, so I'm going to trust you. But know that if you're feeling tension in your neck and shoulders while you're doing this, then you're probably trying to use your chest to lift, and cut that out. Bring the attention back down to the belly and use the belly. And if you're used to breathing, some people are used to breathing, I call it paradoxic breathing, and you do all the work with the chest, then it's going to take a little while to get used to. So let's try one more time. Hand on the belly, deep breath in, exhale. Squeezing the belly in. And relax. Does everybody feel like you're finding your abdominal muscles? Yeah, okay, good. Sort of, maybe, yes. Great. So we're gonna do the series now. We're gonna do 30 of those exhalations and then take a deep breath in and hold the breath. So after cleaning out all the maybe stale air, we're gonna hold a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're gonna exhale through the nose, through the nostrils, a long, slow exhalation. And then do another round of 30, hold the breath, exhale through the nose, another round of 30, hold the breath, exhale through the nose, and then we'll have a pause and a check-in and see where we go from there. I'll count it out so you don't have to remember any of that. So we'll start with a deep breath in, and then exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and exhale, release. Deep breath in, hold the breath, deep full yogic breath. Exhale slowly out through the nostrils, long, slow, winding breath, ribbon of breath. And then the second round, deep breath in, exhale. Exhale completely. Deep breath in, hold the breath. Exhale slowly, smoothly. Long an exhale as you're able to take. Good round, deep breath in. Short, sharp exhalations. Exhale completely. And a deep breath in. Hold the breath. This time as you exhale, see if you can peel the prana from the breath. Holding, retaining the prana in as you exhale. The eyes closed, sitting, allowing yourself to feel those sensations. Letting that energy, that prana, go to wherever it's needed in your body. We don't direct it, we let it go where it's needed. And Paul, could I do a time check? I'm not sure where we are in the hour.
You've got about 20 minutes to go still.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll do a gong at 5 minutes for you.
Okay, wonderful. So let's do that again, because the more we get to really start to build that prana in our body, that's when it gets exciting. At first, we're just going through the motions, getting the awareness, building the strength. Then we can really start to build something inside and charge our batteries. One note, if you start to feel, I apologize that I'm in shadow now. Hopefully you can still see what you need to see. If you start to feel lightheaded or like you're hyperventilating, stop, take some normal breaths, and then join back in. It should be the exhale that's being emphasized so that we never draw in too much breath. Let's do the same 3 rounds again. Now you know the rhythm. You can let go of the thinking mind and just drop in to the sensation. So taking a deep breath in, exhaling 30. Exhale fully. Deep breath in, hold the breath. As you hold this breath, relax the body. Let the shoulders relax. Let the lower back relax. Still holding that breath in. Let the neck and throat relax. And exhaling slowly, feeling the prana, retaining that in the body. And a deep breath in for the second round. 30 exhalations. Exhaling completely. Drawing in that full breath. Hold the breath, but relax the body. No need to hold tightness as we retain breath. Exhale slowly, smoothly, retaining the prana, healing it back. Deep breath in, third round. 30 exhalations. Exhale fully. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. Relaxing the body. Exhaling slowly, feeling the prana back from the breath as we exhale. Allow your breath to flow naturally, however it wants now. And we'll check in with the eyes closed, just noticing your natural breath. Noticing how it may have changed already in the course of our class together. Noticing sensations inside. Let's take a moment to change the cross of the legs or stretch them out or make sure that we're keeping the whole body feeling good. You can take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, reach up to the sky or the ceiling or whatever you've got above you. And exhale down, walk the hands out in front, drop the head. Inhale, rolling back up, bring the arms out. And exhale down. Inhale, roll up. We'll do our side stretch again. We can find more space into those side ribs. Mine have a lot more space now than they did in the beginning. And over to the other side. I can feel it. My side bend goes a lot deeper than it did just 40 minutes ago. And gently twisting. As we twist, we squeeze the belly in towards the lower back. Inhale to the front. Exhale, squeeze to the other side. And once more each side. Inhale to the front. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, front. Exhale, squeeze. And back to the center. So now we have our battery charged. We've got all that extra prana inside. Now we can work with another pranayama breathing technique that helps to direct and use that flow to wake up all the nadis, all the energy pathways in the body, and to energize them. This is alternate nostril breathing, or analoma viloma. So we draw the breath in through one side and hold it, and then out through the other side. And this has the effect of balancing the two sides of the body, and the Ida and Pingala, the two central channels. So we'll start really simple, and then we'll layer on a little bit more. To start with, you want to hold the hand, fold the 3 fingers down, doing a shaka, which is the Hawaiian. And then we're going to close the thumb side nostril, that's my right nostril. Breathe in through the pinky side nostril, the left nostril. Hold both closed, then exhale through the right. Breathe in through the right. Hold both closed. Exhale left. And if this feels a little difficult to close both, you can just hold the first two and you can use these two fingers to hold. And I find that a little easier. So thumb closes the right nostril, breathing in through the left. Holding the breath, exhaling right. Inhale right. Hold, exhale left. All right, you got the general idea? Yeah, cool. So now we're going to add some different lengths. So we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8, and I'll count so that you don't have to. We're extending our exhalation. So again, bringing the thumb up to the right nostril, inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax your hand, let your breath flow. Eyes closed, noticing sensations inside. Noticing how this exercise feels in your body. No point in just believing anyone else that these exercises have an effect. You gotta feel it for yourself. It's a little tricky if you have a blocked nostril. You might want to blow your nose. We're gonna sit for a few moments now with the eyes closed, the spine lifted, just feeling into your breath, feeling into the sensations in the body and what's changed. Without opening your eyes, we're going back into our alternate nostril breathing. Let your mind relax. Let my voice guide you so you can really be in right brain mode. You can really be in that internal awareness. Deeply connecting, folding those first 2 fingers in towards the palm, using your thumb and your other fingers to support closing the nostril. The thumb comes up to the right nostril to close as we inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, right. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, left. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, right. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. Inhale, left, right, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax the hand. Let the breath flow as it wishes. Connecting with your internal state. Stay inward. And from this awareness of your own internal energy state, I invite you to come back to our full yogic breath. With the eyes still closed. And for those who've joined us since then, we're breathing, expanding the full front body. Exhaling, letting the body contract, really letting the breath move us like a wave that flows through us. The hands resting on the knees or in the lap. I find the knees more conducive because it brings the shoulders back. Breathing in, dropping down into the pelvis, expanding the belly. Let's move slowly now. We've got enough breath to swim in, letting the chest open, the shoulders draw back, the throat open. See if the top, the crown of the head can gently open too to complete that curve. And then exhale, drawing, squeezing the abdominal muscles, the pelvic floor muscles, letting the shoulders and head drop forward. Inhale, releasing the pelvic floor, the belly, opening the chest, letting that breath roll through you. See how yummy it can be. Opening the crown. And exhale, squeezing in pelvic floor, abdomen gently. It's a gentle squeeze. We're pushing the breath out. Inhale, let the breath fill as you open. And exhale, squeezing the breath out. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments here so you can really go into your own rhythm. Coming back to neutral. Keeping that breath always. The more we practice our full deep breath, the more it goes into unconscious mode. So even when we're not fully present with our breath, fully drawing in that deep breath, it's going to be happening anyway. The body knows how luscious it can be and wants more. We're going to work with this lying down now and integrate it fully into the whole body. So if everyone can find a shavasana position lying down, and if that's uncomfortable or awkward or not what you're set up for, that's okay. You can remain sitting, but I want you really supported so that if you can't lay down, then you're sitting in a chair, fully able to relax into it. Great, so getting comfy in Shavasana position, which is with the feet separating out to the sides, the palms up to the ceiling. And if you're feeling a little tension in your lower back, hug the knees into the chest and gently rock, massage the lower back for a moment. And now bring awareness to your belly, to your abdomen. As you lie here, feel the abdomen rise and fall, rising with the inhalation, falling with the exhalation. And then breathe down into the lower pelvis, expanding the breath down to fill the whole pelvic bowl with each inhalation. Belly expands, breath extends down to the pelvic bowl. Now the breath expands and rises up to fill all the way up to the lower lungs, all of the solar plexus. Now the breath expands down into the hips even. Feel the hips receive the breath as you inhale. Now the breath expands up into the chest. Even up to the shoulders. The breath is getting bigger. It expands down the thighs to the knees. Deep breath expanding all the way to the crown, to the head, to the fingers, to the toes. Breath is expanding the whole body. And a couple of breaths just as we finish, as we close up, feeling the whole body expand, even your cells open with each in-breath. And the cells close, the whole body gently release and retract with each exhalation. Inhale, whole body expands, extends, and releases. And we could stay for another half hour here, but I know it's time to close and move on for the next and final classes for Zooming Around the World. So if you would gently wiggle fingers and toes and roll over onto your side. And bring yourself up to sitting. And let's use that deep breath to bring it out into the world, chanting Om. Maybe you can unsilent people so we can hear each other for this last moment, Paul. We'll take a deep breath in. Any note, it's fine. Deep breath in. Thank you all so much for joining me on Maui this morning. Really nice to see you and to share breath with you.